All right, welcome everyone to
Hello.
Tracks and Records. I'm Hamza Al-Aqad.
I'm Arun.
I think we have a lot of new people today. So typically the show's format is we bring our friends on, we ask them some questions, we tell them to bring on 5 songs, a book and a movie that they would take to a desert island. But today, in light of everything that's going on, we've decided to switch it up. It's a special one for me. I'm going to be showing some of the best music that's coming out of Palestine and Palestinian artists today. And I'm very excited.
I'm very excited also.
Yeah, you know nothing. So
I know nothing. I'm also, along with the viewers.
You're
I don't know.
Be like you're going to be acting as a viewer, asking the good questions.
Yeah, literally. That's the plan, right?
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it, hearing some good music.
So, I've collected some of the most underground stuff I could think of. I'm mainly going to be focusing on music coming out of the occupied West Bank.
Okay.
And we want to kind of look at the kind of music that comes out of living in occupation. So from my research, what I understand is that there's been 3 main musical movements out of the West Bank.
Okay.
It started off with hip hop, maybe early 2000s,
right
after the Intifada. And I feel like that makes sense considering how hip hop began in New York.
Yeah,
similar vibe, people oppressed. And then it kind of nowadays trap is very big. I don't know if you're the biggest fan of trap.
I'm not a big fan of trap, but I love my hip hop.
Yeah.
I really love my hip hop.
Okay, hip hop's coming as well.
Okay.
But now also there's been a big techno movement. So,
whoa.
Yeah, there's gonna be some.
You got to techno.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, do you know Sama Abdel Hadi? Do you remember? You didn't come with us. She came to London.
Oh, at Phonox.
Yeah.
I heard about this night.
Yeah.
I heard this night was amazing. This DJ was amazing.
She was great. Great. Yeah. And she's one of the first people that brought techno to the West Bank, and now it's been growing a lot.
Some hardcore techno stuff, or
yeah. I'm not going to be playing anything hardcore, just to be aware of everyone listening. But yeah, so I want to start with a trap song, even though neither of us are the biggest fans. But I really like this song. I've been addicted to.
I can respect the genre, but
okay, fair enough.
Not my favorite.
So I want to play this one because it's by a guy called Nather, and I think he's one of the most talented people coming out right now because he's a producer. Basically, any rap song coming out, it goes through him. He produces every single song. And he's started, along with some other people, he started his own record label called Platinum.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think it's very important to do that, to have an independent record label for artists to come up.
So the record label is what, exclusively for people from the West Bank area, or?
No, so that's how it started, but they want to be the go-to place for any Arab artist.
Okay, wow.
Yeah,
so they're really growing.
They're based in the West Bank, which
oh,
I
wow.
think is cool. Yeah.
So they have a full record studio.
Yeah, they do DJ sets as well. You can find on YouTube.
So this guy who started it is the one making the beats, you said?
Yeah, so he's making the beats, and the rapper, his name is Fawzi. He's really good. So yeah, let's just get to it.
Yeah, man, let's have a listen.
Song.
ولك هي بس نفتي ايوه بس هيك حمل بضاعة فرق مسلك وانا عدام جملة بعمري زديت كم من كرت من سحب فتيت الغياب الضوء بنص الليل بعرف شهفات ونزعج حولي كل ما اسمع صوت جيش في الحارة فكر خلص هي جدوري بطل تعرف انا نم في الليل من دون اصوات ازعج فتش تشحيش تعريض وسلاح تقني بالصوت واصوات الناس توصل اسرع يوم ما تنعاد وصوتنا اعلى باميال والصوت يا عمي ميال فيش هم يا وردي كل مرة تسلك راح تسلك رغم الاحوال
مالك هيك قاعد زي القاعد نص الأسنة ومهز لك خزة اهجم هجمة مرتدة خش اسمع لك بلبنان بركة بتسمع كمل لك جود الهيم الناصري القدس خليل وفوزي
هجمة مرتدة دقيقة 90 وخريطة تخبط تجيب القائم عشرنا مليح وشوفنا الوسخين اللهم إني لك صائم على كل شبعين متأخرين فاعلم إن الرد قادم واقعد انت ريبة الناطر مالك تهت قاعد بتلاطم مالك ضعت قاعد بتلطم والوين كنت والوين سرتوا برجع بتكرك وراح تكرك احنا عملنا وانتو حضرتوا وابعد عنا ولاد الذين قلوبنا صلبة ومدينة مكني قلوبنا يا وردة ودماغنا شغال ماكينة.
مالك هيك قاعد زي القاعد نص الأسنة ومهز لك خزة اهجم هجمة مرتدة خش اسمع لك بلادنا مبركة بتسمع كمل لكمة جود الهيب من ناصري القدس وخليل وفوزي.
خش واسمع بلادنا احضر زلزال تدريج متر اختار فوز مضمون ولا عمره منخسر دار طويل والعمر بيكسر. خش واسمع بلادنا احضر زلزال تدريج متر اختار فوز مضمون ولا عمره منخسر دار طويل والعمر بيكسر. والعمر بيكسر والعمر بيكسر والعمر بيكسر.
Right.
Really liked actually.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I quite like the beat, and in general, I don't know. I quite like. Well, hip hop more than trap.
Yeah.
But I like hip hop a lot because of the sampling, because it's such a key part of the music, right?
Yeah.
I think sampling is something which, yeah, provides like this cultural breeding ground. I'm not
Yeah.
sure if it's the same in this, because at least with like African American rap and hip hop, it provides like this medium for these artists to bring back and pay homage to artists from generations before.
Yeah. Well, actually, this is a good segue. I mean, we've not practiced any of this before, but it sounds a bit manufactured, because I do have a clip ready of one of the rappers explaining like how he collects samples. Let's hear it.
Okay.
Going to the center of Ramallah, going to be recording some sounds there. To me, putting the sound of my surroundings and what I hear every day with electronic sounds and with samples from like old Arabic vinyls, you know, all these layers together. To me, that's my sound.
Yeah, I mean,
This guy is basically one of the first guys that started hip hop in Ramallah in the West Bank. He started a group called Ramallah Underground, and I've listened to some of their earlier songs, and they do sound exactly like some New York hip hop.
Really?
Same beat, everything. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of the point. That's a lot of what I wanted to talk about today, about how all these artists are trying to sample all the old songs so they don't get erased, so the culture
exactly. I think it's really, really important. Like, at least when you look at same thing, American hip hop music, it starts a conversation with people in our generation. Of like, oh, like, where did this guy sample that from? Where did he get that from? And then they start going through these older records and hearing this older music. Like, one thing that comes to mind is like, I don't know, Blood on the Leaves by Kanye West. Sampled Nina Simone, Sycamore Tree, and it's talking about not Sycamore Tree, but it's talking about lynchings in America.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's very important to be able to point back to where you came from.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and that's basically what these guys are trying to do, and with the record company as well. Like, one of the things they did, this is Sam Abdel Hadi was talking about this. So they had a project called Electrostine, which is electronic Palestine.
Okay.
And they just all lived together in a house. They all brought their old vinyls, and they just made a bunch of electronic music. So again, let's hear another person speak about it. So this is Sam Abdel Hadi explaining how they made this collective album.
Okay.
So a couple of months ago, we got this huge archive of Palestinian traditional sounds. We made this residency for 2 weeks, where we worked on these samples. We had Boycott and Julmood living together and just doing music for 10 days. That was brilliant. We've never had that.
Yeah, so this is kind of exactly what we were saying about how they want to keep it going. So the next song I have is from this shared album. It's called Egal Al-Zain. And yeah, let's hope you like it. Let's hear it. what did you think of that?
I liked it.
Yeah?
A bit dancey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wait, these guys are doing a lot of sampling and stuff, you're saying?
Yeah. So that was a project where they specifically just wanted to use old music, and the whole album is like this. This was probably my favorite from it, but if we have time, I'm going to play a few of them as well.
Okay.
Some of them are more trap as well, because Nather worked on some of them, and I think he's more of a trap DJ.
Yeah.
But
so like, can you recognize, I mean, obviously I can't, but can you recognize like some older records through this?
Maybe like one of them or something, like I can tell that this is something I've heard before, but this one for sure not. Maybe my parents are listening, so
who knows?
Mama,
maybe
Baba, if you know like what the sample was,
bro, pop up, let us know. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but there's one by Nather and Shabjdeed that I think is fairly famous. Like they used a fairly famous like old folk song, and they made it into like a rap song, which is quite cool. Yeah, I think this is a great project idea, and the fact that they were all living in one house must be fun, you know.
Yeah, that must be a great environment, very creative, right?
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go to hip hop now, or I don't know. I'm gonna play two songs from this guy. One of them is more trap, one of them is more hip hop.
Okay.
He's called Konstancy, and I think he's maybe the best lyricist from any of the rappers I've heard. Like the lyrics are really good. Unfortunately, you won't be able to understand.
Fuck. I guess we'll just have to take your word for it.
Yeah, you have to take my word. But hopefully you like the song still. I mean, yeah, it is more hip hop vibes. He's from Jerusalem, and so I read an interview about him, and basically he started writing at like the age of 13 or something, and you can really tell because of how like well developed it is. But so he started writing because an Israeli settler shot a relative of his, and he found that music was the only outlet for him. And he does talk about it in this song as well, like how his relative just got shot on a random Thursday.
Damn.
So yeah, I think it's very telling. Like that's kind of the music that comes out. You know, people are kind of fed up, and that's the only outlet they have.
Yeah, I'd be interested to talk more about, perhaps after the song, about how music is such an important outlet during times of suffering. But
all right,
let's go for it.
Let's hear this. This is called Layunik, and then the next one is Dead Presidents. I'm going to play both of them in a row.
Cool.
لأنه هون هيك المثل نازل على البلد يوم خميس لما انقتل والجمعة أطول دايما ضلك طاير زي أيامك وهي قاموك محاجز بس حاسس محشور لساتك مروح من أشغالك جندي قبالك هات إثباتك وانت تفتش جابك يمسك سلاح ويحط قبالك بندقية بين عيونك هات حميان وقت نادى جنوده وين هوية بسرعة قولها مسكوبية أو تابوتك والقضية مش مبيوعة تعال قدس وشوف بعيونك في مين يفزع في مين يوقف وين ما بنرجع في مين يورط هالفز دو ياخد بيتي بتهز الشعرة عبيتي لو بعكم 10 لعيلتي برجع ومفتاحي بجيبتي هيك تربينا ركز عحالك مش عغيرك وإذا جيوبنا فاضية كان العالم بين ايدينا هون اجتياح هون انتفاضة قصة اخت أمريكا اخت أوباما I switched to English to spread the product they strike in Gaza 10 baby mamas وإذا كل شهيد له شبح القدس مسكونة وملعونة صواريخ بتطير فوق البلد لنيك السما بس لعيونك وإذا كل شهيد له شبح القدس مسكونة وملعونة صواريخ بتطير فوق البلد لنيك السما بس لعيونك
الشارع بحكي انت جماعة خديش تعال لك اذا انت جاي من حوره ولا من رهب اسمع والله العظيم هون اهل القدس مجانين يا عمي اقسم بالله ما هم شايفين حدا يعني هذا بضرب كف وبدخل بنحبس
دغري من القدس زي البوف وانا جاي انيك البلد زي الشرطة لما تطخ في سلوان زي زمان كنت مروح من دار احمد مواجهات وفلتان مش راح ارجع مسيل دموع كل مكان كان صار اعمى نزل مشوار عالتحنا وهيك صار احسن هيك تمرق ايام الشاب مسطول ومش شايف حد كل يوم رابر كله جامد هو مش سائل شوف كيف كنتوا كيف صرت معكم مؤبد انهجت معكم مؤلف الفيلم وكله بغرى في الكذب وديوم بترجعك للصفر بس هيك تشتغل تنشهر يوم تكون مروح تنقتل وتصفي احصائية هاي بتضخ وبتضحية كمان ضحية ازعم مشكلة بتنحل على دية كم من ألف لحياتك تقاليد العربية الأول هون زي ألف وهي صوت القصف بينا عليه زي الموت والغدر نسوا الإسلام من زمان يا ملك cause the bands make a man sell his land to forget it نرجع لموضوعنا يا ورد كيفنا نشوف أمل لما ياخدوا عيوننا يا ورد نرجع لموضوعنا يا ورد كيفنا نشوف أمل لما ياخدوا عيوننا يا ورد في الشيخ جراح الجرح عميق زي الصابت مطاطة وبار من أبو العيس ديب والقصة هاي بتصير إلها سنين بس القصة بتنشال لما تجيب سيرة فلسطين منروحش على المدارس الأستاذ هو العلمنا وإذا مش فاهم انت مش ساكن معنا مش حاسس بوجعنا بدنا نطير أعلى نغني بهالأغاني ومندي حدا يسمعنا
Thoughts?
I liked, yeah. I mean, you know me, I like my hip hop. So, second one was a bit more on my alley. But yeah. I mean, can you explain like some of the lyrics behind the song and the main messages? I guess.
Yeah, I mean, one lyric I find funny. I mean, it's not really funny, but it's just funny the way he says it. It's like I don't know what I forgot what he compares to, but he's like, oh, it's useless, like my passport, and it's because if he's born in East Jerusalem, and if you're born in East Jerusalem, you actually are stateless. You're not
really?
Yeah, because you're not a state of you're not like a citizen of Palestine or a citizen of Israel.
Wow. So if you win Olympics, he's one of those IOC guys.
I don't even know what that is, but I share.
All the stateless people, basically.
Yeah. It would be
fly
like
under no flag.
And weirdly enough, people from there can get Jordanian passports, like temporary Jordanian passports for travel.
Wow.
But no,
only for a given period of time, though.
They have to renew them. I don't know what. They're
really just like a no man's land in terms of belonging.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Yeah, I mean, they're basically just stateless.
So he grew up in East Jerusalem, and so you were saying this is the guy who went through some trauma when he was younger. One of his relatives got shot, right? Yeah, I feel like music is such a great outlet to deal with these sort of things.
Yeah.
I know, like, I remember reading this quote where it's like, okay, like, the duty of an artist is to go to a place of suffering and try bring back something tangible. For, like, people, I have no clue, for people to, like, try and kill themselves with.
Yeah.
And, I feel like
it looks like that's
it's important to, like, if you're sitting here and able to relate to some of this shit and laugh at some of this shit and kind of almost joke about it in a way. It's a very important way of dealing with.
And I think the first song is more, like, just more frustrated. He's basically just saying like, bro, fuck America, fuck Obama. Like, they're not doing anything.
Yeah.
I don't know why Obama. I mean, this was released.
Obama, yeah.
This was released after Obama's time, but.
Wait, what? You just went for Obama.
I went for Obama. Yeah. But it's just very fed up. And he's saying like basically like, oh, you think the resistance dead? It's not dead. Like, come to Jerusalem if you want to see if the resistance is dead. It's not. It's just it's really good lyrics. Like, I wish you could understand. It's very well thought out, and I find that interesting because in the interview, so he has some songs in English as well, and one of his songs in English is really good. It's called Tayr, but he said in the interview that he's actually more comfortable writing in English than in Arabic.
Wow, really?
But yeah, so when I had only known Tayr from a friend, Hamza Gab, if you're listening, he told me about
it. Shout out. Is Hamza as well?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
It's a very common name. It's mainly in English, and so when I read the interview and I was like, okay, let me see some of his Arabic stuff. I thought it would be kind of bad, but it wasn't. So because he said he's not comfortable in it, but he's obviously very comfortable if he can stuff like that.
Is speaking English like a very common thing from where he's from in East Jerusalem? Like, can everyone there speak English?
I'm not sure, but like based on my experience in Amman, like. Lots of people do learn English, and I think what he said specifically is that he just used to listen to a lot of American music.
I was going to say, it makes sense, right? If a lot of your inspirations are rapping in English.
That's why he was, I think, maybe initially more comfortable with it.
Okay. That's very interesting.
Yeah. So that was Konstancy. I think he's really good. And now we're going to move away a bit from the West Bank, from East Jerusalem, to a band called Ghazall. So Ghazall are actually from a city called Nasser, which is within the borders of Israel.
Okay.
But they're Palestinian. So they're Palestinian citizens of Israel.
Okay.
And I managed to contact the drummer. His name is William Bilan. And I think he had a nice message of peace. So I asked him, what is it like as a Palestinian making music in Israel? And he said, being an Arab or Palestinian band inside Israel has its ups and downs. On one hand, we have more limitations to get known in Arab countries, and on the other, we could find some peaceful place among all the mess that has been happening.
Wow.
And then he said, most of our fans are Arabs and Palestinians, but we also have Israeli Jewish fans, and I must say that everyone is welcome on our shows, no matter who they are. Especially in the Northern District, we're trying to stay friends despite our differences. I thought that was great. That's a great
what everyone
message.
tries to do, right?
Yeah, and it's a great message because I feel like more than ever there's a divide between the two groups, and it's nice to see that people can still like each other.
Yeah, I mean, above all, I think that should be the goal.
Yeah,
to stay friends despite our differences, because obviously we're all different.
Yeah.
So.
And it's a very especially it's hard to be it's such a tough situation to be in, to be nice to the other person. So I think it's such a nice
amazing that these guys are providing that like olive branch where they have this music and this medium to bring all these different people together. That's a really amazing. I don't know if
you said olive branch intentionally, but olive branches are very symbolically Palestinian.
Wow, there you go. Wow.
Beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. But I also have a clip. So there's a techno group from Haifa, which is also a city in Israel.
Okay.
That's very Arab, and again they kind of say how music helped them deal with their own identity crises about being Palestinians away from the rest of the Palestinians and all that, and it's just nice to see how music can help deal with that. So let's listen to what they say.
We've been very harassed emotionally and self-confidently. It's like finally we are full of self-confidence, practicing our own identity through this very temporary dance floor.
It's a therapy for the identity crisis that you're experiencing here.
I would have loved to play some of their songs, Ghazall Crew, but it's very intense techno as well.
Oh, right. Yeah, maybe not then.
Yeah. But these people are very cool as well because they did a show in Ramallah. That's what if anyone is interested, there's a documentary by Boiler Room called Palestine Underground, and it shows how these two groups of these two Palestinians from different places reconnect with each other by doing the Boiler Room set in Ramallah. And I think it's just a very cool thing to see and get some insight on the people actually living in the place.
Wait, what do you mean? So two groups, as in two artistic groups?
So the Palestinians from the West Bank that we were talking about initially, and all of them, and the Palestinians living within the borders of Israel. They don't really interact because the Palestinians from the West Bank cannot cross the border to them. So.
And when you say those two groups got together, in the audience or artists or both?
Artists. I mean, audiences is a bit tougher because.
Yeah, it's more difficult for them to move around.
But so the Boiler Room, you should see the Boiler Room as well. It's pretty good. Some Abdel Hadi's Boiler Room. It's good. Going back to Ghazall, the song I want to play by them. So Ghazall is maybe like an alt rock band.
I fuck with my alt rock. So.
Yeah, but this song is not very alt rock. That's the only one. Or like, they're actually more like I think it's described as a reggae band as well.
You know, I love my reggae. You said all the right words.
Played you a reggae, but this is my favorite song for them. So
reggae, okay.
Yeah, it's called Ashkara by Ghazall.
Let's go, yeah.
مسخرة مع اللي ماسك وحامل حزخرة ماشي أعوج بإيده مسطرة بده يمشي الناس بسيطرة أشكر الحياة مسخرة مع اللي ماسك وحامل حزخرة ماشي أعوج بإيده مسطرة بده يمشي الناس بسيطرة يا ترى شو بفيد تفكر هون وتبني بعيد يا ترى كيف بصير نصيب كل اللي كنت تفكر فيه وفجأة يجيك أشكر الحياة مسخرة مع اللي ماسك وحامل حزخرة ماشي أعوج بإيده مسطرة بده يمشي الناس بسيطرة يا ترى شو بفيد تفكر هون تبني بعيد يا ترى كيف بصير نصيب كل اللي كنت تفكر فيه وفجأة يجيك تزبط مرة وعشرة لا تزبط مرة وعشرة لا مرة بتزبط وعشرة لا مرة بتزبط وعشرة لا تزبط مرة وعشرة لا تزبط مرة وعشرة لا مرة بتزبط وعشرة لا مرة بتزبط وعشرة لا شوشرة كل شي فيها بنباع وبنشرى في اللي سايقها محترم في اللي عايشها مخترم وجان العملة لايمة وحدي بن بالهوا شنصك بيدك انتي وجان العملة لايمة وحدي بن بالهوا شنصك بيدك انتي أشكر الحياة شوشرة كل شي فيها بنباع وبنشرى في اللي سايقها محترم في اللي عايشها مخترم وجان العملة لايمة وحدي بن بالهوا شنصك بيدك انتي وجان العملة لايمة وحدي بن بالهوا شنصك بيدك انتي تزبط مرة وعشرة لا تزبط مرة وعشرة لا مرة بتزبط وعشرة لا مرة بتزبط وعشرة لا تزبط مرة وعشرة لا تزبط مرة وعشرة لا مرة بتزبط وعشرة لا مرة بتزبط وعشرة لا مرة وعشرة لا مرة بتزبط وعشرة لا مرة بتزبط وعشرة لا بتزبط مرة وعشرة لا بتزبط مرة وعشرة لا مرة بتزبط وعشرة لا مرة بتزبط وعشرة لا
You seem to really like that one.
That was my favorite one so
Yeah,
far.
yeah.
I really like that.
I was worried. I don't know if you wouldn't like it. But
I don't know what that like slightly high pitched instrument playing throughout was, but yeah,
I
I
don't
really
know.
liked how that sounded. That was great.
yeah.
Nice beat. And you say like you know the band a bit or something?
I don't know them. I just sent them a message. Sent the drummer a message. Well, I sent a bunch of messages. The drummer was the only one to respond.
Okay.
Thank you,
The
William.
drummer's the real one. Yeah.
Yeah. So and now he follows my photography page. So
Oh, a little plug, cheeky plug there. Wow.
yeah, as you should, as everyone here should. Yeah, they're great. Their other stuff is a lot more slow paced, very like romantic, it's slow. You know, not the same vibe. That's why I really like this.
I like that one. You have a little dance to it and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
nice.
No, they're good. All right. Do you have any questions about this, or should I move on?
No, you can move on, I think.
Okay, so next guy is, I think, among any of my Arab friends listening, they will know this guy, Shabjdeed, and another, because another produces basically the guy.
Oh, it's the same guy. Okay,
Same
wow,
guy
it's everywhere.
Like, basically, Shabjdeed and another are like a duo, and Shabjdeed only produces with this guy, and together
damn.
they formed the record label.
This producer must be working overtime, like making all these beats and stuff. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I think all he does is music, because in an interview he said basically like for 4 years they just would go to the studio, rap between each other, and they never released a thing.
For 4 years.
For 4 years, yeah.
For 4 years.
Yeah.
This is what sort of before creating the record label.
Before even releasing a
So it's
single
kind of
song.
just like messing around or whatever, trying to find
just between friends,
trying to find their voice a bit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And with everything with every new release, it just gets better and better, I think. So Shabjdeed, I really like because I just find him funny. I think he's very nihilistic. Like obviously the guy just doesn't give a fuck anymore. Like if you watch any of his interviews, like if you listen to his lyrics or anything, and in an interview with The Guardian, the guy asked him, how does it feel to live under occupation? And he just compared it to live like traffic in London. So he's like, I was born here, we're used to it. Israeli soldiers could come here, start shooting, we wouldn't even stop the interview. It's like traffic in London. It's very upsetting, but we don't ask, how does it feel to live in traffic? It's basically like all he knows. It just can't be fucked to talk about it anymore. Like that's just how it is. That's the situation.
And does that view bleed through into his music?
Yeah, I think so, at least. I don't know, maybe I'm reading into it, but
Okay.
I think he just sounds like he doesn't give a fuck while he's rapping.
I feel that's a fair conclusion to draw if he's saying things like that. It's very... Yeah, it hits home, I guess.
I think a lot of his stuff is very trap.
Okay.
So I've tried to choose like one where I really like the lyrics that's less trap.
Okay.
So let's see. But if you like trap, listen to Trap, man.
صوتنا ضوضاء زي حفلة في نص الليل عملية البيت في الأقصى عمي حتى لو بكفر أصل تدين جيب جيش فوت على الحارة بتغلب مقنابل الصوت بالتخت بتقلب أنا شاب متكتك أصلي مرتب صوتنا ضوضاء زي حفلة في نص الليل عملية البيت في الأقصى عمي حتى لو بكفر أصل تدين جيب جيش فوت على الحارة بتغلب مقنابل الصوت بالتخت بتقلب أنا شاب متكتك أصلي مرتب ببلاط أقعد بالسما طلاق تنسيق تدخل على كفر عقاب بدك جيش تفوت على مخيم نحكيش أسماء إذا حدا طلب بدك جيش تسيطر هليكوبتر وضعك دهور نحكيش أسماء هالعمي بنتي كده حدا فيكو صور حدا شاف حدا صاف من الواقف باب الدار لا انا فالح جامعة ولا عمري كتب اسم النار باب الدار في جدار ومركب استنى شوي لازم نروح بلش يطلع ضايع بطفي ايدي حط سلاحك شمر طلق كبير وذراعك عناي كوافق الشنون طبقة طلقة الرعب اطلق نكلك شدادة بتمسخر نكلك شدادة بتعلق وافق الشنون طبقة طلقة الحب طلقة الصدقة طلقة الملكة ده طلع ملي نحفر في الأرض أرض نطلع زي جن تليفوني بضل تن نحفر بالأرض أرض نطلع زي جن تليفوني بضل نصكم كلكم جواسيس سايقين علينا فطاحل هذا الزمن الصعب المر اللي فيه احتدم الجدل وبطل حدا يحكم على حدا ففطاحل هذا الزمن المجروح إلى قدر أنا بمشي بلا روح على رب أتوكل أنا نوح صوتنا ضوضاء زي حفلة في نص الليل عملية البيت في الأقصى عمي حتى لو بكفر أصل تدين جيب جيش فوت على الحرب اتغلب مقنابل الصوت بالتخت بتقلب أنا شاب متكتك أصلي مرتب صوتنا ضوضاء زي حفلة في نص الليل عملية البيت في الأقصى عمي حتى لو بكفر أصل تدين جيب جيش فوت على الحرب اتغلب مقنابل الصوت بالتخت بتقلب أنا شاب متكتك أصلي مرتب
I like his voice.
Yeah, he's
quite a calming voice.
Yeah. I told you, he's like,
Yeah.
doesn't care. But I have to agree with the comment by Saif Ayush. She just sent me a message. Shabjdeed is a lyrical genius.
Lyrical genius.
Yeah, but I have to agree.
Strong words.
That's why I chose this one, because it's very well done. So.
What are you talking about in that song?
I don't know.
Okay.
Like, I just can tell you like a few things, but I've never listened to
that intensely to the song.
To, like every single lyric.
Fair.
But, it's just pleasant to listen to. Oh shit.
But like his songs in general,
Wait,
like
I'm sorry if there was music playing on top.
I think they can hear. But
okay.
In general, like his songs themes off what? Are you able to?
Basically, I mean, I don't know anymore because I watched an interview for him.
Okay.
He was basically saying like, bro, if you think you can read into anything, if you think this means that, it means a bigger picture, it doesn't.
Oh wow.
I just write about stuff that happened to me like on a day-to-day basis or whatever, or like some inside joke or whatever, and like. So I don't know anymore. I thought a lot of it was some of it is obviously like resistance and some of his lyrics now. Yeah.
So he's just sometimes he's talking about his life and he's hoping people draw things from it. Maybe.
Yeah.
That's kind of great, right? I mean, you're able to draw something from it different to someone else. Kind of,
and obviously because his day-to-day experience are under military occupation, then a lot of it is resistance, is saying like, what the fuck is this life I'm living? But is there a bigger picture? I don't know. I don't think so. I think the guy just writes about whatever he wants to write. So that was Shabjdeed. He's really getting big now, I think.
Okay.
He's the main guy that's like, because he made a song called In An that kind of became like a symbol, like a really strong symbol of Palestinian resistance.
Okay, but if a message song, message music kind of vibe.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people know it, that's why I didn't want to play it today.
Okay.
But it's a great song. It gets you hyped.
And I just had a question before about like that record label you were talking about.
Yeah.
And I feel like you made it seem like it's quite a big thing to have this record label.
Yeah.
Are there not many other record labels then kicking about?
Well, definitely not in the West Bank.
Yeah.
There's so the reason it's called Platinum is it's a joke because there's a in the Emirates there's a record label called Platinum.
Okay.
But like we don't have the letter P in Arabic.
Okay.
So anyone that can't really speak English would say Platinum. So like they named it like that because Shabjdeed says Platinum. Like you can't even pronounce it.
That's pretty funny to be fair.
So especially in the West Bank, I mean, I think it's really important because like the reason I think a lot of music doesn't come out is because you need to pay people to be able to like make constant music. If you're not getting paid for your music, how are you going to live? So now they've given people a chance to be like, okay, we'll promote your music, we'll sign you, we'll give you a contract. And I think that's going to push a lot of people to start making music
to have that security that I will actually receive something in exchange. Right?
And like I think it's good for like I don't know what sources of revenue they have in the West Bank within itself, So and
where are they getting their money from?
That's a completely independent thing within the West Bank. So it's very important, especially for all the artists there. And maybe it will grow to like around the Arab world. Maybe
I'm pretty excited.
It'll be a hub,
It sounds like a genesis of something, right?
Like, yeah. I mean, their website is very well done. They've got like a section for their archive, a section for like their DJ sets that they've been doing, like hour-long DJ sets. They just bring on people. Very, very cool stuff.
Yeah, hopefully,
I'm
I
very
guess.
excited to see what they do, honestly.
Yeah, hopefully some new voices will be coming through then if
Yeah.
that security.
Yeah. All right, so, I mean, I think I've said most of what I wanted to say, so we've got some more music. We can... What sort of vibe did you like the most? And maybe I can play one and then we can discuss.
I quite liked the one by, I'm going to butcher the pronunciation right now, so please forgive me. Ghazall. All right. That I like that. And the guy you just played as well, I quite like. So
okay. Oh, well, we can do some Shabjdeed.
And let's go for it.
So, for example, I would think you would think this one is has some meaning to it because it's called Fi Harb, which means there's a war.
Yeah, instantly. Yeah, you would think, right?
Yeah. All right. So let's listen to. Oh, before I didn't say that was Mtaktak. It's called Mtaktak.
Which one?
Song.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't.
What does that mean? Anything?
Like, if you're Mtaktak, you know, like you're well dressed. You're like, I don't know how.
You're feeling good or what? Like you're looking good, looking sharp.
You're classy. You're well dressed. You know.
So would you tell someone like you would describe how they are dressed with that word?
Yeah, if someone's like come in with a suit with no creases, nothing, then Mtaktak.
Okay. Okay, I see you.
Yeah. All right. So let's listen to Fi Harb by Shabjdeed.
كل حدا مسلم سيستم نويز بدك تشوفني منيح look in my eyes بالاجنبي بمشيش مع جانب كلهم ماي صوت مفزلكات بطلت اصلا اكلك في بنات بطل تطلع من الدار كتير بتأثر ايش بتحكي الناس والناس تتغير بطلنا نطبطب بطلنا نطير صرنا بنتدردر بس بنشتغل منيح بنشتغل زي ما كانت بعد كل شي حكيتو لسه بمشي بيناتكم ما بنيتش بيت لا بس بنيت بلادنا بسمعش ايش بتحكوا ارسلكم ضيق في قصة بوفا مش سامع في حرب في المنطقة صواريخ غزت سلندرتكا بنجيب كل عدا كان فيكم ارتاح بندردكا وهي كل القصة عبعضها طلعت تنحل بدقيقة خيال لو بعرف فيك من زمان كان بزمان كشطفت لها وقد ما بتكبر فيش غير الله كبير ولا فيش غير الله بيقدر بين الناس عم نكتر كتير طور بنسير بصل اللي بيعرف
نشتغل خلال السبت للسبت بنهد جبال بنعد المال محسوبك أصبح بزنس مان عبي الاستبيان بس وضح خالي ده مش من هان ووقع هان بس فوق الخط وده مش بالخطة بالإبهام بسم الله بنلم الرجال بنشد الهم بننجز لا بننغل بشلال الاستسلام كلال بتعد زلام ثور بتعد صغار تشتغل تبدأ تعد صفار نشتغل ليل نهار لا تنوم أفضل استثمار
كل حدا مسلم سيستم نويز بدك تشوفني منيح look in my eyes بالاجنبي بمشيش مع جانب كلهم ماي صوت مفزلكات بطلت اصلا اكلك في بنات عيش التجربة مرة او مرتين دير السودان في معركة كل شي بقوله 3 مرات او مرتين دير السودان في معركة بطل تطلع من الدار كتير بتأثر ايش بتحكي الناس والناس تتغير بطلنا نطبطب بطلنا نطير صرنا بنتدردر بس بنشتغل منيح بنشتغل زي ما كانت بعد كل شي حكيتو لسه بمشي بيناتكم ما بنيتش بيت لا بس بنيت بلادنا بسمعش ايش بتحكوا ارسلكم ضيق في قصة بوفا مش سامع في حرب في المنطقة صواريخ غزت سلندرتكا بنجيب كل عدا كان فيكم ارتاح بندردكا وهي كل القصة عبعضها طلعت تنحل بدقيقة خيال لو بعرف فيك من زمان كان بزمان كشطفت لها
Well, you went to pee for half of that one, but...
The half I was here for, I fucked with, so...
Okay, good. But I have another comment from Saif Aish. He has interesting wordplay in Arabic, a contemporary approach to poetry. Integrates proper and improper Arabic in a really unique way.
Interesting.
Agreed. Also, this is one thing I wanted to talk about, and I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
I think hip-hop makes a lot of sense for this because poetry was an important, like, prevalent form of resistance within Palestinian people. There's a few famous poets. And I think hip-hop is like the natural progression.
Not far removed, at all, right?
Yeah, that's how hip-hop started. Is
exactly.
Shift from poetry. So it makes sense.
Yeah, and poetry is definitely a very good medium as well, to put across messages in a subtle and beautiful way.
Yeah. I've got some more techno if you want to.
Yeah, I could do the little dance.
Okay. Which one should I go for? So, let's not put Sama, just because maybe Sama's a bit more famous. I'll play this guy. It's called We Palestinians by Nasser. Halahlih. I don't know how to. It's written in English. I don't know how it's correctly pronounced. So
it doesn't look like English to me, but fair. I can't even tell.
This is We Palestinians.
Cool.
That's sick, right?
Yeah, I really like the bass there.
Yeah, that's good. This is the same guy that did the first one as well. Where is it? Al-Zain.
Oh yeah.
He's pretty good. He didn't respond to my Instagram interview question though.
So he's good, but not that good. This guy.
No, he's sick. He's sick. Yeah. There's another one from the same album, the Electrostene, that I really like. I don't know how much you like it, but this is the one I was saying where it's an old folk song.
And they sampled it and flipped it up.
Yeah. It's also another and Shabjdeed, the same guy you liked, the guy that doesn't give a fuck.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Wait, they flipped. Oh, it's from this album.
Yeah.
And this dude, the sample,
Yeah.
he flipped from like an old song.
Yeah.
Bro, this is gonna be great.
Okay, let's
so
do it.
wait, I just want to clarify.
Wait.
So the sample is an old sample flipped, and it's the
No, sorry, no. Sorry, I got
okay.
you hyped over.
Oh, okay.
No, that's not what I meant. No,
Alright.
It's just an old Palestinian folk song that they've made into a rap song.
Oh, okay. So they've put their
Yeah.
spin on like the melody, sort of.
Yeah.
Okay.
On just some of the lyrics, they take some of the lyrics.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
That's cool.
Yeah, let's just play it.
ويا ابن العام ولا تاخذ غريبي قعد عيدنا ولا كمح الصليبي ويا ابن العام ولا تاخذ غريبي قعد عيدنا ولا كمح الصليبي
لا احتاج العون لا احتاج العون تخبط الكون تعطف الجنة تقلق شبحة كل الناس الدنيا كل الناس سقها صار الشيء تقلق شبحة
ليتي ما عليتي يا نيدا ليتي ما عليتي يا هي وخضبنا ليتي بالحنة خضبنا ليتي يا هي
لازم تطلق العنان
وامسكني من وين بيجاني عمري ضايع تمني واسألني انا ليش بغني وازاي غني وامسكني من وين بيجاني عمري ضايع تمني واسألني انا ليش بغني وازاي غني ويا ابن العام ولا تاخذ غريبي قعد عيدنا ولا كمح الصليبي ويا ابن العام ولا تاخذ غريبي قعد عيدنا ولا كمح الصليبي
قاعد طاوش حامل دافع خلط طارد ضلك تعرض عالضلاتك استعرض قاعد طاوش حامل دافع خلط طارد ضلك تعرض عالضلاتك استعرض
That sample I really liked actually.
Yeah.
I really I fucked with that sample.
Okay,
I love a sample in a song. So Yeah, you didn't lie to me because I asked you if it's a sample. It was a sample. It's what I wanted.
Yeah, true. But you were saying like it's layers of a sample. You like.
You think it was? Nah, I kind of just wanted like a little throwback to something. And
Yeah. No, this is exactly it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this one's my favorite from that collaborative album thing.
I'm curious of all these songs. Am I putting you on the spot if I ask for a favorite? Of the ones, or maybe of the ones you've played so far.
I would say it's between Hajmeh, the first one I played.
Okay.
Or La Unique, the one where he says like "fuck America," but because the song is really well done.
Okay.
Even though I think it's just some beat he found online. But
and what about the other one, the first one? Why do you?
The first one I think is just another at his best, with his production.
Okay.
I think it's really well done, and the music video is great as well.
So do you love them both for their just from a musical point of view?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I love one of them for the first one is for the production, and the second one is
for lyrics as well.
Yeah, for the lyrics. But also Ashkara, I mean, I've listened to this for years, and I fucking love this song.
I really like that one. Yeah, that one was my favorite personally, I think.
Yeah.
And the second one you played from the Electrostine album, I really liked as well.
We Palestinians.
Yeah, I really like that one. There's a lot of range in the music is one thing which I've noticed, right?
Yeah.
That's great. There's so much variety.
Yeah, and I'm hoping it will only continue to grow. I think right now there's a heavy trap movement because that's what another
the world is doing, right?
No, as in like that's what another and Shabjdeed did, and like they've inspired a lot of people, I think. But hopefully it will start to even grow a lot more.
Yeah, I hope the record label is open to other genres because
they do DJ sets. They've got like some techno people on there as well.
Okay. Yeah, because I hope because I can imagine people start doing their own things, create their own sort of genres. It could be really amazing.
If you watch the documentary, like every single one of these artists, like they all do a bunch of shit. Like they're DJs, producers, rappers, everything.
Wow.
So, actually, maybe we could play a song from the Boiler Room.
Okay. So where was this Boiler Room exactly?
In Ramallah, in the West Bank.
Oh yeah, the one where you said they were able to bring the two groups of people, right? It's amazing that Boiler Room were able to do this.
Yeah, I'm always saying we should do a Boiler Room Amman, and I think you met Omar.
Yeah.
I think he should lead that. He should take the helm of that.
Why should he take the helm?
Because one time he did a party called Boiler Roof, and he made a sign and everything. So surely you should tell them.
Bro, tell him to get in contact with some people.
Yeah. But I don't really like this song that much. But
iconic a bit though.
I think it's just a cool thing to see.
Okay.
So let's just see. This is from the Makimakkuk set. Boiler Room. Let's listen.
يلتقط من وراء جيده النظر ويرفع فالسماء تحميه ويرسم لوحة لا تعني شيئا يصرخ بأعلى صوته اللي بدي أوصل له أنا بدي أطلع من أمي من جهة مش مع إنه تقولي كيف بلاقي الله والله بتطلع بعيوني مش هادي المكان اللي بدي أوصل له أنا بدي أطلع من أمي من جهة مش مع إنه تقولي كيف بلاقي الله والله بتطلع بعيوني مش هادي المكان اللي بدي أوصل له أنا بدي أطلع من أمي من جهة مش مع إنه تقولي كيف بلاقي الله والله بتطلع بعيوني مش هادي المكان اللي بدي أوصل له أنا بدي أطلع من أمي من جهة مش مع
Yeah, I was saying I do like the beginning, but then it feels like it's gonna build up to a drop, and it doesn't do it. So that's why I'm not.
It's a bit of a tease, yeah, but
like
I like the bass. Yeah, the bass is a very cool bass line. I like that. But yeah, Hamza, I really enjoyed this show.
I'm glad, man. I was worried you wouldn't.
Yeah, I was a bit worried too because I thought, I wouldn't be able to understand the lyrics. How am I gonna? Because obviously it's a huge part of the music. But no, I really, really liked it. Some good songs in there.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed hearing you talk about some of the people behind the music as well.
Yeah.
You painted a real good picture, man. I liked it.
Thank you. All right. Well, it's been over an hour. Thank you to everyone that listened in. Would you have any final words?
No, not really. I guess we'll catch you again at some point for some more desert island shenanigans next time, I guess.
Yeah. And thank you to the family for all the support.
Big up Hamza's mom and dad for tuning in.
and the rest.
And the rest of the family, the whole family, man. The whole family.
Yeah, my
Big
uncle.
Up. All of you, man. Big up. Huge shout out to you guys.
Yeah, thank you everyone. Love you guys.
Lots of love.